Welcome back to XBLACK. Let's talk about the most deafening sound in the Middle East right now. No, it's not the explosions. It's the absolute silence coming from Beijing. Look at Iran. They're getting hammered. Usually, this is where a strategic partner steps in with some stern words, right? But China? Crickets. They've gone completely ghost mode. Why? Is it because they ran out of ink for their deeply concerned stamps? Or is it because they've realized something terrifying? There's a theory floating around the high-level war rooms. Everyone thinks a US-China clash starts with a rain of missiles or a carrier duel in the South China Sea. Cute. But wrong. The US has basically dropped the hint. We don't need to sink your ships if we can just make them drive into a wall. The first strike won't be a missile. It'll be the eyes. Specifically, the Beidou satellite system. Think about it. Modern warfare isn't about who has the biggest muscles. It's about who has the best Wi-Fi. Without GPS, or in this case, Beidou, your high-tech, multi-billion-dollar missiles aren't precision weapons anymore. They're just very expensive fireworks that don't know where the party is. Imagine a bar fight. You're ready to swing. You've been training. Then, someone turns off the lights and steals your glasses. That's what we're talking about. A dimension-level strike. The U.S. mastered this against Iran. First the Air Force, then the Navy. But most importantly, total communication paralysis. If the U.S. decides to unplug Beidou, the PLA becomes a blind giant. Your drones? Lost. Your subs? Confused. Your generals? They might as well be using paper maps from the 80s and a compass they found in a cereal box. It's hard to win a war when you're literally asking, "Are we there yet?" every 5 minutes. Now, Beijing isn't stupid. They've got multi-orbit layers and anti-jamming tech. They're trying to build a harder skull. But let's be real. In the game of space Tetris, the U.S. has been playing since the Cold War. There's a gap. A big one. Information warfare, satellite resilience, system-wide integration. This is the stuff that keeps Beijing up at night. So when people ask, why doesn't China jump in to save Iran? The answer is simple. They aren't ready to bet their eyes on a hand they might lose. They're watching Iran's systems crumble and thinking, maybe we should double-check our satellite passwords first. The first battlefield of the future isn't the Pacific. It's 20,000 kilometers above our heads. If the satellites go dark, the war is over in 2 minutes, not because of a surrender, but because one side simply can't find the battlefield. China's silence isn't weakness. It's a calculated, terrifying realization of how fragile modern power really is. When your eyes are in space, you're only as strong as your signal strength. Would you like me to dive deeper into the specific satellite killer tech both sides are hiding? Let me know in the comments.